Dr. Muriel.
Yeah, this is obviously just the first part of all of this. How much is this a guarantee that this will actually happen then from Wake Forest on up to Richmond?
Well, again, this $1 billion of funding really takes down one of the biggest obstacles to the development of this route. There's always more pieces that go into it, just as there are some pieces that we've already done through other grant programs to lay the groundwork for it. But with this, that really key connector comes into place that makes so many other things possible.
TBD, what's a potential timeline for this actually coming to fruition? The population growth, as you mentioned, is not slowing down.
Well, it'll be years into the future, but we know these early investments now will make a huge difference. We already have a lot of the track, so this is the perfect time to make these investments and to get it done as quickly as possible, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost at the end of the day. So we're feeling good about where we are now and are looking forward to more investments in the future. The more you put into it, the harder it is to stop. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that this is a viable project that works.
Michael?
Can you talk about what systems are underway to make Amtrak more affordable and to increase the speed of rides here from Raleigh to Charlotte to cheaper to drive and quicker to drive? Why is passenger rail the route?
Well, it's largely about making sure we have that kind of capacity and we invest in the reliability of the routes that we do have. More people can and do make that choice to use passenger rail if they know that there's the frequency and the consistency that they can really count on, whether it's for a commute or whether it's for a family vacation. All of this is part of that. We're also working to make sure that the freight trains give way when they're supposed to. That's something that's been improving but has a long way to go. So it's a lot of things, some of which is physical investment, some of which is policy, to literally make sure those trains are running on time. And as they do, more and more people find that if the drive time and the train time are even roughly comparable, there's a real advantage to being able to take the train to sit, read the paper, do work, or things that you just can't do when you're behind the wheel. Michael?
The other projects that are being funded to be studied from the funding, what's it going to take to make those a reality going forward to connect us some of those cities that don't have any service right now?
Well, what we found is it takes a lot of funding to get these projects on the drawing board, and frankly, it takes a lot of funding while they're on the drawing board. Projects don't always come fully ready to go for $1 billion grant. It takes a lot of work and some cost to make sure they're developed, planned, envisioned, engineered, and that's what this is about. These are the elements that add up into the national network in the future. Not all of those 69 will be built in the way that's currently being imagined, but it's precisely in order to be able to take it to the next level and find out what comes next that we need to put some federal dollars, modest in the grand scheme of things, often six-figure grants, but put those dollars into the planning so that they can be ready for the next step.